All right, YouTube, we back. I know it's been a minute since I made a video. A lot been going on at the shop. Got the old Cutlass off the rotisserie, back on the frame. It's just sitting on the frame right now. All of the body bushings are on there. We just don't have it bolted in. We're gonna do a little final adjustments. The firewall, we're gonna clean the firewall up. The owner says he doesn't want it completely, done up, but he wants to get it cleaned up, eliminate some of the holes, and paint it. It's just gonna go a nice gloss black. Got the frame put back together. Tubular upper and lower control arms, all new bushings. Disc brake conversion for the front and the back with the slotted and drilled rotors. These Forgiato rims is 24 by 5 in the front and I think 7 in the back. These rims are for sale. We just put them on the car for a mock-up. The customer is going with the Forgiato wheel. It's a different type of wheel. You see the back has the disc brake conversion. It's got the quick performance. Ford 9-inch UMI adjustable upper and lower control arms. Bilstein shocks in the back. New springs all the way around. I went ahead and did a quick frame notch on this car because at first the customer didn't want to run a wide wheel in the back, but after he seen some other things going on, some other people's cars, he liked it, so I notched the frame in the back for him, both sides. But yeah, it's coming together finally. Once we get this firewall knocked out, put the car back together, put the engine in. He's just putting the 350 rocket back in there, sitting in the corner. It's been freshly machined at the shop and everything, so he's just gonna stay with the stock route for now, get the car back on the road. Once we get the motor and everything back in it, get it running and ready to go, he's gonna take the car from us to the interior shop and let them do it. And then after that, I think he just plans to let it sit for a while before he gets the paint done. I'm not sure. Like I said, the next project, we got the vert on the rotisserie. And let me tell you guys something. I showed you some pictures of the vert when I just crawled up underneath of it. And man, when you get it on this rotisserie, it shows all of its true colors. This car is in very, very bad shape. And it's sad, really. I don't know where this car came from. It's switched hands a few times. This is actually a new trunk pan, and instead of installing it correctly, they cut it in half so that they could fit it in the trunk, fit it in the car without taking anything apart, and then just half-ass welded it back together. Now you see all of this. This is actually body filler. So instead of, this is old metal, but if you look up in here, this is new metal. The trunk pan ends right here. So just imaginary line right here all the way down. All of this is new up underneath this rusty metal. But instead of cutting all of the rusty metal out, they just put some drywall screws and anything they could put in it, and then use some damn body filler to try to cover up the holes in the seams. And you can see, I mean, there's body filler everywhere. They just was slapping it in there. I don't know what the hell is going on, man, but this is gonna be you can see more body filler. They just, the damn pan's not even lined up. This is your support for your trunk. This is supposed to be one piece. And even if you do cut it, why wouldn't you line this back up and weld this together? This is supposed to be like a part of the structure. Your gas tank, all of this is rusted out. I mean, just you look at this whole area. This is a convertible car, so I got to take the convertible top completely out with all of the assembly. Everything has to come completely out of this car because this whole area has to be replaced. I mean, the floor pans, the inner wheel wells are bad. The outers kind of look like they might be all right until you get up in here. And this car's had new quarters put on it, but you see they didn't. You know, they put a new quarter on there and they didn't mess with this outer wheel well. So now that I'm looking at it, this outer wheel well is gonna have to get replaced as well because you can't do nothing with this. This is just garbage. Floor pans. I mean, you look at the inner rockers, they're completely gone. There's absolutely no inner rocker there. The outer rockers are just, I mean, basically just held on there by the floor pan. This car's, you look down there at the bottom and the inner rockers is just gone. I mean, it's sad because these cars in general are worth money. People pay a lot of money for these cars. Like I said, a lot's been going on at the shop. Good friend of ours just bought this drop top. So you look at this, then you look at this, you say, wow. But, you know, everybody's got to start somewhere. That's why we're in business. This car here sat in a garage for probably 6-7 years. Never moved. It was already done just like it is now. A good friend of ours was able to negotiate a price and buy it. So he brought it to us. The interior was done, I think, in the early 2000s. These are 96 SS Impala whole seats. The back seats are in there as well. It's a lot of stuff in there, but the back seat from the 96 Impala is in there. They put the console in there. At one time, it probably was pretty nice. It's got JL components. The dash was in there, but the dash we just sent to the interior shop. The dash is getting rewrapped. The whole interior is going to get redone one day. But for right now, he just wants to get this car out on the road and enjoy the summer, go to a few car shows, and, you know, just be able to enjoy the car. It's got an old 350 in it with the little dress-up kit. The AC does work. It's got the little pulley system on it, billet pulley system. It's still V-belt, but it's a little upgraded, you know, nicer look pulley system. Got the 3-core aluminum radiator. You know, they spent a little money on it. New brake booster, new master cylinder, chrome, all of that stuff. But he put the Tierra grill in there with the lower Tierra grills. The grill lights up. He has the color chasing RGB halo headlights with the wheel rings will soon to be getting put on there. He has new rims coming for this car as well. I think he's going with 26s. These are 24s on there. These will be for sale too. They're not nothing special, but if somebody's just trying to ride a 24-inch wheel for a fairly good price, let me know. Big 5 pattern, 5-on-5 Chevy pattern. Like I said, those 4 Giottos are for sale, small bolt Chevy. These are my old Davin floats, or spinners. These are the real deal Davin Revolutions. These rims was purchased, I think, $12,000 brand new. That just shows you how far wheels have come. But these cars was mounted on Caprice, 96 or 95 Caprice. It was actually in Rides magazine, had a flip-flop paint job. A good friend of mine had bought these wheels brand new, had the Caprice painted, and it was actually on the cover of Rides magazine. He never drove the car. These rims probably literally only have 200 miles, if that, on them. He took the car, took the rims off, Sold the car. The rims was sitting in the garage for like 7, 8 years. I got them to put on my Malibu, but another buddy of mine actually talked me into selling them to him. So since the Malibu isn't gonna be ready anytime soon, I went ahead and just sold them. You know, I always come across another set of wheels, but the nice thing about these, they're actually a 3-piece wheel. So you got the inner and outer barrel with the face. So you can change the configurement of the barrel if you want to run a wider lip on the rear end. So that was what was nice about these Davins. You know, a lot of these new spinners, they don't have that capability. They're like a 1-piece wheel with just a spinner or a floater face. Right now we got this Charger in. It's our other buddies. I showed you guys the video. We did the big sunroof out of the Chrysler 300 in the other one. But it's our other buddy. They both bought these at the auction wreck. This one's been put back together, but it's in 5.7 is coming out. It's getting a 6.4, 392 motor. Right now, my homie Alex is pulling the dash out. The car was wrecked, so the airbags went off. We got a new dash going in there, all new airbags. Already deleted the rear spoiler, filled the holes in. It's gonna have a Hellcat spoiler on it. What else? This car already had a factory sunroof in it with the red interior. So it's a nice little touch. We got so much going on. This is the parts car. If you guys remember, this is the parts car for the Impala on the inside, the convertible that's on the rotisserie. So I started taking this car apart just to get an idea of what's going on. I stripped the carpet out, most of it. Took the rear seats out. I got the driver's seat, the bench seat. That's a heavy damn seat. I got the everything pulled up so I could get a look. Damn, it's leaking water. We had a big rainstorm last night, so this car leaks water somewhere. So it's a little water back there. I need to get that up so it don't rust anymore. The floor pan, it's got some rust right in this area here. It's fixable. It's repairable. My main thing, I was looking at this, looking at the wheel tubs, looking at the inner trunk floor right here. This section here is what I need. So all of that looks fairly good. The inner rockers, hopefully, I crawled up under there. From what I seen, they look good. The trunk pan looks good. I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not. The passenger side floorboard, it has a hole in it, but I think it's I can still use it, salvage it. He's using this whole front clip off of this car for the convertible. This car has really clean bumpers on it already. You know, the chrome is good on them. This car here, Delta 88. I think this is a 73 if I'm not mistaken. Drop top. Needs a new top on it. This is what those Davins is going on. So, good buddy, he bought this car. Big block 455 factory car. This car already had a Cadillac interior installed in it. Power seats. Let me see if I can open the door for y'all. Get this stuff out the way. Power Cadillac seats. They're in there. They work. You know, he's gonna get them redone. The back seat is in there as well. It fits in there really nice. So he's gonna get the seats, gonna get new carpet, get the seats reupholstered, probably get a console made. The dash is in really good shape, no cracks, no nothing. So it's a start. It's a good start for him. He wanted a convertible, so this is where he's starting at. Man, we got so much going on. Monte Carlo's still here. Put the doors on the Monte Carlo. Waiting on the floor pans to come in, the trunk pan, the rockers. We got this car. This is a Pontiac Granville. It's a rare car. You don't see too many of these convertibles. This car's motor is locked up. Granville by Pontiac. I don't know exactly what year this car is. Let's take a look if it's unlocked. This is a 11 or 74, so they make it a 75 Pontiac Grandville. All original insides. Carpet was blue. You can see it's faded. Seats is dirty. They could probably be cleaned up at least a little bit. It needs some TLC, but the motor is locked up. So the owner of this car, he brought it here. He wants to get, you know, the car painted, wants to get all of that, but he wanted to start with the motor first. So the motor's locked up. We try to break it loose. It won't come loose. So end up gonna have to pull the heads off of it. Fill the cylinders full of either tranny fluid or some Marvel mystery oil. Let them soak for 2 or 3 days. Hopefully break that rust, break those rings loose, be able to turn the motor over. See how bad the walls of the block are. More than likely the whole motor is gonna have to go to the machine shop, get either line board or just honed, if they can just hone it, if the customer doesn't want to, you know, spend the money and get it bored over or whatever. But I got all my parts on my other Tahoe, put it back together. Showed you guys it was under the tarp for a long time. I took the white one. I had the old Border Patrol truck. I just retired it. I gave it to my buddy. He's gonna turn it into a mud truck. Put my motor and tranny in here, put the parts on here. This one doesn't have any electrical issues like the other one. Like I said, the other one was a flood truck. It was in that Texas flood. It was a Texas Border Patrol truck. So every time I would fix all of the issues, more issues would arise with the wiring. Neighbor just wrapped this car. Camaro came in, it was green. Put the matte aluminum wrap on it. This baby turned out nice. But yeah, YouTube, that's it. I just want to give you guys an update, show you what's going on. Got a lot going on at the shop. Oh, one more, we got another donk. This is man, I think 74, 75. It's in for a complete build. LS swap, the whole 9. It's gonna get paint. He has the interior done. We just gotta put it all in there. It's gonna be a big process, but car is really clean. I think it was got the car out of Texas. So it's a real clean car, not a lot of rust. But yeah, I just want to show you guys what's going on. I am working, you know. Appreciate everybody who watches and follows the page. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys is working on, what's going on in your part of town. Thanks for watching.